Bhopal, a city in the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh, experienced a catastrophic industrial disaster in 1984 that would have far-reaching consequences. The city had undergone significant population growth from the 1950s to the 1980s, becoming India's 16th largest city. It was situated 500 meters above sea level and was known for its beautiful natural surroundings, with hills, fields, and forests. In Bhopal, the city's municipality covered a considerable area and had become a major communications and transport hub in central India. The city itself had an old town with narrow, winding roads, markets, mosques, and a railway junction primarily inhabited by lower-income families. The housing in this area included kacha houses with no doors or windows, and more permanent pakka houses. To the south of the old town, there was a more affluent part of the city with modern housing and larger avenues, while to the north lay the Union Carbide Indian Limited plant, surrounded by working-class, densely populated slums. The plant, built in 1969, was designed for the production of pesticides, particularly 7, using imported methyl isocyanate MIC. However, by 1979, the plant had obtained a license to produce 5,000 tons of 7 per year, far exceeding the predicted demand. Sales did not meet expectations, and by 1984, they had dropped significantly, leading to cost-cutting measures, staff reductions, and compromises in safety. The plant's culture shifted from a safety-first approach to a cost-focused mentality. This included using cheaper materials, reduced maintenance, and modifications to processes that compromised safety. In December 1984, the disaster struck. A series of events, including water contamination and a malfunctioning pressure gauge, led to a runaway reaction in Tank 610, which contained approximately 42 tons of MIC. At around 2:00 a.m., the gas leak began, releasing a deadly cocktail of chemicals into the atmosphere. The dense cloud of toxic gas enveloped the city, causing immediate health problems for those exposed. Residents fled their homes, many on foot or bicycles, exposing themselves to higher levels of toxicity. The gas affected people's eyes, respiratory systems, and overall health. Tragically, many perished, and even animals succumbed to the poisonous cloud. In the aftermath, the Indian government and local residents rushed to provide assistance, with medical professionals treating thousands of victims. Hospitals were overwhelmed, and mass burials took place. The exact number of casualties is a subject of debate, but estimates suggest that thousands of people died as a result of the gas leak, and many more suffered long-term health consequences. The most affected areas were the densely populated slums near the plant. The immediate response to the disaster was chaotic, as authorities were unprepared to handle such a crisis. The aftermath of the disaster included widespread protests, legal battles, and demands for justice and compensation for the victims. The Indian government and Union Carbide reached a settlement in 1989, with Union Carbide agreeing to pay $470 million to the Indian government as compensation. Bhopal disaster had a significant impact on global discussions about industrial safety, corporate responsibility, and the need for better regulation of hazardous industries.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.